What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka New York Prepper, and I wanted to do a quick review of one of my favorite backpacks for hunting, hiking, and as a bug out bag or get home bag, and that's the Spec-Ops EDC pack. Okay, the name of the company is called Spec-Ops, and they're out of Texas, and it's the E.D.C pack. Okay, this is marketed as a everyday carry pack. It has a 20-liter capacity. Specifically, it's 1,300 cubic inches. And this is one of my favorite packs for bugging out, for my get-home bag. I would say it's my top 3 favorite packs. And the reason why is it's a very comfortable pack. Especially me, I have a larger frame. I'm 6'2" and I weigh 250 pounds. And I have broad shoulders, so a lot of these smaller EDC style packs are very tight in the shoulder area, and they put a lot of strain on my shoulders because the straps are too short. Okay, because they make the EDC style packs are made so small that they make the straps really short, and what happens is it ends up, you know, putting a lot of pressure on my shoulders. So, you know, if you're a larger guy like myself and you're looking for a small backpack, you know, that you could use as a get home bag, as a day pack for a hiking trip or a hunting trip, I think this is the pack for you. And it's extremely rugged, and I'll show you guys in a second how rugged it is and how well built it is. It's one of the most rugged packs I've ever seen. All right, it's more rugged than the Maxpeditions and any other brand of backpacks I've ever seen. It's more rugged than even the U.S. Marine Corps Philby assault pack. It's extremely rugged, and I'll just give you guys a little spinaroo so you can see what it looks like. This is the olive drab version that I'm wearing right now, but I also got a coyote brown version that I recently acquired, and this is the one that I'm going to show you guys. All right, so I'll just show you the one that I'm wearing now, which I have it configured as a day pack. All right, and it fits very well. It doesn't take up too much room on my back. As you can see, it doesn't, you know, it's small, it's easy to move, you know, it doesn't get in the way of things. You know, it's very comfortable hiking with this pack on, you know, as long as you don't overload it. If you start to overload the pack, it won't be comfortable, but if you stay within a reasonable load, it'll be comfortable. Again, it's marketed as a EDC style pack. It's not made for, you know, long distance backpacking. You're not supposed to pack it with, you know, 30 or 40 pounds of crap. It's small, as you can see, and it's made for you know, short duration trips, or I think it's perfect as a get home bag, and that's actually what I'm going to be configuring this pack right here. This one I'm going to configure as my get home bag for the fall time. And the one I have on right now, the olive drab version, is what I use for my get home bag in the summertime, okay, when everything is green. But as you can see, the leaves are starting to change here in upstate New York, and everything's getting more brown. So I'm going to change over to brown now, all right, because I want to be more blended in, okay? So I'm going to go over some of the features of this pack, and so stay with me, guys. All right, guys, so one of the things that I really like about this pack, like I mentioned, is that it's very small. As you can see, you know, it's not a huge pack, okay? It's made as an EDC pack. You know, it's not very wide. Okay, you're probably looking at like 10 inches wide, the whole pack. You know, it's not very large, you know, which is good for bugging out. If you have a backpack for bugging out, you don't want to have a massive backpack that you're not going to be able to move and run around and climb things and maneuver through difficult terrain. All right, it's better to have a smaller pack with less crap in it so you can move quickly, but just have all your essentials. And it's kind of a good pack if you're kind of a minimalist like I am. You know, I'm more of a minimalist. I don't really carry a lot of crap in my bug out bag or my get home bag, so I like to keep things as minimal as possible. And if you're a minimalist like myself and you're looking for something small, durable, and that you could fit all of the basic things that you need, you know, this is the pack for you. Okay, as you can see, it doesn't have a huge, it doesn't take up a lot of room on my back. Okay, it's very compact and small. All right, and I think that's a big advantage to this backpack. It's not very wide. Okay, it doesn't really stick out from the, you know, if you're wearing it, you know, you see it's not really that wide. All right, so I'm just going to go over some of the features now. And so the first thing you'll notice is it has this nice chest strap here. It's not, it doesn't have the rubber, you know, doesn't have the elastic here. That's the only negative I would say about the chest strap, but otherwise it's a nice thick chest strap. It feels good, you know, it feels solid. The buckles are really solid here. So the chest strap, you just have a basic, looks like 3/4 inch or 1 inch strap here. The shoulder pads are really nice, and I'll show you guys how thick they are. Look at these shoulder pads, you know how thick. They're like a 1/2 inch thick. They got this nice rubber in them. Okay, the buckles here, all the buckles on this pack are really nice. Okay, look at this solid thick buckle here. Okay, this is not going to break at all. I'm even squeezing on it and it's not even flexing whatsoever. I don't know who makes the buckles on this pack. It doesn't say who makes the buckles, so I don't know if it's Duraflex or some other brand, but the buckles are really solid here. The padding on the shoulders is really nice, and again, like I mentioned, the shoulder straps are nice and long. You know, so if you're a bigger guy like myself, you know, it's very comfortable if you have a larger frame, you know, those nice long straps. You can see just how long these straps are, you know, look at how the straps, and they're padded all the way down, you know, and they're nice and long. Sometimes you get these EDC packs and the straps are just really short, and if you're a larger guy, it just doesn't feel right. You know, it starts to dig into your armpit, or you know, it pulls your shoulder blades down and it fatigues your shoulder blades because the straps are so short that they're pulling down on your shoulders. They're kind of pulling them down, so it feels like you have like a heavy weight. You know, the backpack feels like twice as heavy because the shoulder straps are too short and they're pulling down, and it's just too tight. But these are nice and long. The shoulder straps are nice and long and very well padded. Okay, the padding is extremely nice, you know. So stand by, guys, and I'll show you some of the other features of this backpack. All right, guys, so I'm just going to read off some of the specs on this backpack from the manufacturer. So it's made from 1000D Cordura nylon 6x6 fabric, which is considered the toughest 1000D nylon on the market. It has three pockets. It has YKK zippers, number 10 YKK zippers. Okay, it has a heavy duty drag handle, and it has USA made battle buckles. Another thing too is that these packs are 100% made in the US, and they're guaranteed for life. So if something happens to them, you can contact the folks at Spec-Ops, and you know, they'll replace it for you. Okay, it has a removable 2-inch waist belt, and it has a high vis lining. The overall pack dimensions are 18 inches high by 9.7 inches wide. The total capacity is 1,376 cubic inches. Okay, and that's the EDC pack, Spec-Ops EDC pack. Okay, so without further delay, I'm gonna show you guys the pack and go over some of the features. Okay, all right, guys, so there's 3 pockets in this bag. You have the top pocket here, which is 7 inches by 9 inches, and then the bottom pocket here is 9 inches by 9 inches. Okay, all right, and in between the pockets here, they have these little loops here that you can use for, you can use this to tie things down. Okay, these little loops here, these vertical molly loops in between the 2 pockets. You have these loops here. You can clip something there. You can use it to hang stuff on. You can run a strap through here and tie things down. It's just a miscellaneous, you know, straps for tying things down and securing loads on here. Okay, the buckles are extremely rugged. All right, look at these buckles, guys. Extremely durable buckles. Look at this thick drag handle here. Very nice drag handle. I already mentioned the straps. Look at how nice the straps are. Nicely thick padding on them. All right, on the side that goes on your back, you don't really, it's pretty simple, okay? It doesn't have any like ventilation slots or anything. It's just a basic, you know, flat, you know, there's no like ventilation, which probably the only negative I could really find, one of the few negatives, but it does come with padding. All right, it's pretty nicely padded here, as you can see. You know, it's probably, I would say, you know, at least a ½ inch of padding here. So it does have nice padding. You can get a frame that comes in here. All right, it's just like a hard plastic sheet that goes in, and it has 2 aluminum stakes inside of the sheet, so it keeps it rigid. You could take those stakes out if you don't want them and just keep the plastic sheet. The plastic sheet is extra. You know, with the stakes, I think it's like 30 bucks. All right, I usually just put the plastic sheet in and I take the stakes out, because with the stakes it's a little too rigid. I want to be able to bend a little bit, so I just put the plastic in there to keep it kind of, so it's not like floppy, but I take the aluminum stakes out. Okay, it has the 3 pockets, which I'll show you how they look inside. All right, it's just a basic pocket. There's no organization to them, so you know, that's one thing that I do like is simplicity. I don't like things that are too complicated. It's just a, you know, I could look at how big this pocket is. It's quite large. I mean, you could easily fit, you know, you could fit a medical kit, you could fit gloves, you can put spare mags in here, okay, whatever you're configuring this for. And look at these large zippers here. Okay, look at this giant oversized zipper here. Look at how big this is compared to my thumb. All right, it's absolutely monstrous zipper here. Okay, it's huge. All right, you don't have to worry about that zipper, anything happening to it. You could see the inside it has this water resistant lining here. Okay, so if it's raining and the nylon gets wet, the water's not going to penetrate through and get your stuff wet inside. So that's a nice touch. That's just like on the mil spec bags, they do that, which is good. Everything is double stitched here. Okay, look at these really strong stitching, double stitches everywhere. All right, you got plenty of MOLLE on the outside of both pockets. Okay, you could attach different things to that. I usually have my flashlight on the outside, my compass, my medical kit, and a dump pouch. I have them set up on the outside of my other pack, which I'll show you how that looks. So here I have, on the outside, I have a tourniquet and medical pouch here, and a dump pouch, and you know, usually I put a compass and a flashlight up here. Okay, so you have plenty of MOLLE. You also have 2 buckles on the sides for tying down any kind of loads, you know, cinch straps. You have 2 cinch straps on the side. Okay, look at these 2 straps here for tying down the bag and keeping everything tight inside. Look at these heavy duty buckles, guys. I mean, these buckles are really solid, and I'll let you hear how they snap. Just really nice, solid. I mean, it's just this is the most rugged bag I've ever seen. And I own a lot of bags from different companies, Direct Action, Hazard 4, Maxpedition. This is probably the most rugged out of all of them, okay? Now, the only downside to this bag is that it doesn't have any organization, all right? Like a lot of other companies, they usually put like some slots here for pens or multi-tools or you know, whatever. So this is just like a very basic pack. There's no organization here in either of the pockets, the bottom or the top pocket. It's just a basic pocket here, okay? But it's not a deal killer for me, because what you can do is you can just get an organizer pouch and put all your small items in the organizer pouch and then put it in here, okay? That's no problem for me. But you can easily put a lot of things in these pockets here on the outside, you know, and so I like that a lot. I like these outside pockets a lot, because a lot of times you need to access things quickly, and it's good to have things on the outside where you can get to them when you need them, okay? The material is extremely thick, but it's not stiff, okay? It's you know, it's not stiff like some other companies where the material is very stiff. This is very thick, all right? Look at the thickness of this nylon here is just extremely dense and thick, okay? Look at that. So that's, you know, if you're looking for something for bugging out or SHTF, you know, you want to have a bag that's going to be able to stand up to abuse, and you want something that's, you know, durable enough. So, but, you know, with all the durability of this pack, it still manages to stay pretty lightweight. I think it's roughly about 3 pounds empty. So that's a big positive in my opinion. Now I'll show you guys the side here. Okay, on the side of the pack you have plenty of MOLLE webbing. Okay, if you want to attach something to the side here, what I usually do is I usually run a canteen here. I'll put a canteen pouch, so I could put my Nalgene stainless steel canteen on the side, and then over here I can slide like a tool, maybe a small hatchet or a saw, or a you know, you can put whatever you want here really, but I use it to slide through like a pry bar. You can put a small pry bar and slide it through here, you know, for your get home bag in case you need a pry bar to pry things open. I just slide it right through these slots here. But you know, you have plenty of MOLLE on the sides if you want to attach whatever. All right, on the bottom you have MOLLE on the bottom here. You have four rows and or 3 rows, and you have 4 columns, okay? So you can, what I usually do here is I actually have like webbing straps, and I run the webbing straps through here, and I use those webbing straps to tie down loose clothing. Let's say if it's like cooler weather like today, and I need to shed a layer because, you know, I start to get hot under my wool sweater or my jacket, I can take that off, and then if I have some webbing straps here, I can tie them down. I can tie that extra piece of clothing down and tie it down. But you could do whatever you want here. You could attach a butt pack here. If you want to attach a butt pack, that's another option. And the zipper pulls are, you know, nice. It's some kind of rope. I don't know what this is. It's just like a basic kind of rope here, and it's got this plastic, you know, pull tab. Okay, so you know, opening the zippers are very smooth actually. You know, the zippers are very smooth zippers, okay? And the zipper tracks are covered, but they're not waterproof, okay? They don't have like a rubber zipper track, but they do have these covers that go over the zipper track. All right, you see this material here that folds over the zipper, so it keeps it, you know, covered. All right, it folds over and it covers the zipper so it's not exposed, which will to a certain degree limit the water from penetrating through the zipper. Okay, same thing on the bottom here. They covers the zipper track, as you see. All right, the material folds over the zipper track and covers it up. All right, which is a nice touch here. Okay, and you do have 2 ports for hydration bladder. If you want to run a Camelback or some kind of radio, you have 2 ports on either side of the bag here, okay? And you can run it through there. You have this metal clip here. You know, you can clip something onto there. You could clip Ranger beads on there. You could run your hydration tube through there, okay? It has this, like I said, adjustable This is that chest strap that I showed you guys earlier. All right, it's fully adjustable. You can go up or down quite a bit, you know, and the shoulder straps are quick detach, and they have this pull tab here, you know, for easy location of the shoulder strap if you have difficulty finding it for whatever reason. But it has quick detach shoulder straps, so if you need to bail out in a hurry and you need to drop your pack, you can just quickly, you know, unclip your straps and you're good to go. All right. All the webbing is very heavy duty webbing here on all these strapping. All the straps are heavy duty. The MOLLE is very heavy duty. Okay. This is just a really bomb-proof pack. It also has this big waist belt that I really like. Okay, it has this 2-inch thick waist belt, which is nice because it gives you a little bit of support. And it has this really giant buckle here. Okay. All right, nice big buckle, good support here, and everything is metal here. There's no plastic. Okay, so this part right here that the strap goes through, I forget what it's called, but it's all metal. All right, so you don't have to worry about this thing breaking or snapping. This is the only company I've seen to incorporate steel in their backpack. Okay. You know, like this keeper strap here, it's all metal. All right, so if you accidentally step on this or drop it, it's not going to break. Okay, and I really like that. And again, if we're talking about a bug out bag, you want something rugged. You know, if it's a get home bag, you know, you're going to be abusing that thing, so you want it to be, you know, nice and rugged. And then I'll show you guys the inside. All right, let me just open it up here. And one thing I will show you guys before I actually open it up is the zipper track is nicely covered here. Okay, look at this big piece of nylon here. This is about like 1 inch of nylon that folds over the zipper. All right, so it keeps the zipper covered. Like I said, if it rains, it protects the zipper from getting water inside. All right, you can see how the zipper is fully covered. Okay, look at that. All right, so the zipper is covered here, the main compartment. All right, so let's open this thing up and I'll show you the inside. Very nice zippers here. So one thing you will notice is the inside is yellow. Some guys don't like that because they feel that it gives away your position. I don't really think that's a huge deal. So they put the yellow inside, and they say that they do that so it's easier to find your stuff. And here's the logo, the Spec-Ops logo here, made in the USA. All right, so it's 100% made in the USA. Very simple on the inside. There's nothing really there. It's just a basic compartment here. Okay, here this is the area where you can put your plastic sheet in there. Okay. With the aluminum stakes if you want to. So this is where you would put that plastic sheet to reinforce the back here. All right, you slide it in through here. The only thing I don't notice on this pack is there's nowhere for you to hang a bladder from. Okay, there's no clip or anything to clip onto your camelback. So that's kind of a downfall in my opinion. It wouldn't really cost them much to just quickly, you know, stitch on like a little loop or something like that, a Velcro loop that you could, you know, loop through your camelback so you can hang it. Otherwise, you're just going to have that camelback loose in here, which I'm not really, I mean, I don't really use camelbacks in general. I don't think a camelback is a good option for getting home or a bug out situation or survival because the camelback can pop, it can break, it could freeze. It's better to just go with stainless steel canteen, but you know, for those of you guys that prefer to use a camelback, there's no way to hang the camelback, so that's one drawback. All right, but it's just a basic pocket in here. There's nothing real organization. There's one mesh pocket here, okay, and it's quite large. You can see compared to my hand how big it is, and it's this really thick. The mesh is like, it's not like a normal mesh. It's like a really durable. It's not even like, it's some kind of like plastic mesh. So it's not even like a cloth, okay? When you rub your hand on this, it's like sandpaper. It's literally plastic. It's not a cloth. I don't know if they treated it somehow, but you can see it's extremely stiff and rugged, which is good, you know, because a lot of packs, they use those mesh panels in here, and my experience with those is when you start to load them down with stuff, they can loosen up, and you know, the mesh could rip or fray. You know, the little material, you know, can rip or loosen up when you start to really load these things down, or you know, if you have some sharper objects in there. So having this really stiff mesh, you know, prevents that from happening. All right. So you know, that's pretty much it, I think. Nice drag handle here, you know, very solid. Okay. And I think that's pretty much it for this one. Pretty much covered everything. So that's the Spec-Ops E.D.C pack. Okay. I absolutely love this pack. Highly recommend you guys check it out. It goes for about $150, $160. You may be able to get it for $130 on Amazon if it's still available. And you know, it's just a great pack. It's not too big, and it's great for a get-home bag, a bug-out bag, a day pack, a hiking pack, a bushcrafting pack. Okay. I absolutely love this pack. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and if you liked my video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to my channel, press the subscribe button. And thank you guys for watching. Take care. God bless. And don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere.